Hello YouTube. I've learned a great deal of information from YouTube, and this is kind of like a payback. I did a small project on this car, and I wasn't able to find any video specifically on this subject, so I thought I would make a short video and post it for anybody else to benefit from. Now this car was giving on a dashboard, was giving a blinking warning. So I took it to the dealer and they said the height sensor has failed. So let's start by understanding what is a height sensor and how it works, and then I'll show you how I replaced it in this car. Dealer quoted roughly $660, including part and labor. Don't blame the dealer. Dealer got to do what they got to do. They provide a premium service, so they charge for it. I declined the service, did some research, and this is what I have learned. Okay, let's look at this part. Okay, that's the height sensor, and the way height sensor works typically is this back part. This plastic part is actually where the sensing mechanism is, and it is rigidly mounted onto this bracket, and this bracket is mounted onto the rigid part of the body frame. Okay, and then there is this other arm that extends, and it has this flexible connection in a way, and then this connection mounts to the suspension part of your car. So when the struts shock, that part goes up and down, it would move this arm up and down, and that difference is registered inside this sensor mechanism that sends an electric pulse up to the computer, and the computer does what it needs to do. This is a Lexus LX470, and also I believe in Toyota Land Cruiser. They have adaptive height control that, if the sensor is out, it's gonna throw that system off. Also, I understand that this is partially hydraulic suspension system, so the sensor needs to send this information to the computer, and the computer needs to know how much of a wheel is going up and down to properly make the compensation for that, and that was not working. Before I move on to the car, let me just quickly take these screws off. Let's say if you know that your sensor is bad and you are gonna have to buy a new part, I guess it doesn't hurt to kind of take it apart and try cleaning and putting it back together in the car and see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then you have to buy the part anyways. So let me see if I can quickly open this. Okay, so that's all the screws. It's very easy to take them off. Just be careful when you take this piece off, because there are few springs. We don't want them to kind of jump off and lose that position. So I don't know if you can see it properly. Let me flash some light on this one. Okay, here we see these two metal parts, right in the middle of this video right now, and that little black part rotates when this lever goes up and down, and these two metal kind of teeth looking part, they rub against, they have like a circuit board here, and with the difference of these three kind of like a circular patterns, like one circular, another circular, the flat and the flat line, I guess there is enough of an algorithm in there for the computer to figure out how much of a motion it's sensing. Okay, so just check here if you see anything corroded, anything messed up that you can fix easily. Clean it up, pack it up, put it back in the car, see if it takes it. If it would save you like, a couple of $100. Buy the sensor. Replacement of the height sensor was very easy. I'm talking only for the front height sensors, okay, the passenger and the driver side sensors. It did not include lifting the car up or taking the wheel out, any of those crazy things. Otherwise, I could not have done it myself. I have very limited ability in this small garage that I have. The height sensor, if you kind of rotate the wheel all the way on one side, and I just sat down right here on the floor, and I was easily able to reach to the height sensor. And height sensor here, as I'm flashing the light on, that's the part, that's the height sensor. And here we can see it is mounted using 2 hex bolts. So I was able to take it out without much of a trouble. And this is the arm that extends out. That's the flexible part, and then it attaches up here to this, I know the technical name here, but this is the part that goes up and down when the wheel is going through a pothole or uneven surface. When you take your old part out, save this nut, because the new part does not come with it, okay? And also take a picture so that you know like at what level this thing is mounted, because it can throw off your leveling system if you mount it differently. Okay, so that's the one connection up here. That's the part. This whole thing comes in as a new part. Make sure you read your owner's manual and find the actual part that fits your car. Then there is a little clip here, so you just push it up in there and it just holds it. I'll show it to you from the top again. And then this cable is going up into the computer where it can sense the difference in the height and make the these struts, I think they are controlled partially pneumatically, and there is a liquid that gets pushed into it to control control the height. Now the clip that I said I'll show you from the top. Let's see if I follow this flashlight here. Okay, you see that little black part? Hold on a second, let me show it to you. It's a bit difficult to show. Not really. Okay, see where the brightest part right now is. If I move it around, you can see the little black part. Okay, that was easy. They just took a flathead screwdriver and push it down, and I was able to kind of wiggle the cable out. And this cable attaches right here. That's the cable, and that was easy to take apart as well. So not too bad of a repair. Didn't involve much of a specialty tools. With any repair, be smart. Make sure you don't hurt yourself, and be careful. And dealer quoted right like $660. I paid like $220 for the part, so it was a good $440 savings. And the learned skill that I can change the height sensor in future. Woohoo! Not too bad. It was a good experiment, and I hope somebody gets benefited through this video. All right, thank you, YouTube. Bye.